Hi guys, Blush Daily here. Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at whether the person on your mind and yourselves are going to be together. So let's go ahead and take a look at today's options. This is option number 1, amethyst, option number 2, rainbow pyrite, and option number 3, pink quartz. See which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. If you do need a bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead get started with option number 1. Option number 1, hi, welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to the amethyst, this is your reading. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards, think about you and your person, or the person that you're asking about. And let's take a look what they have to say when it comes to the question, will you be together? Will you be together with the person? I'm sending you a hug here, option number 1. It looks like you're really struggling, right? And just this energy of loneliness, just this energy of not knowing. Maybe the person has hurt you in some way, or you're feeling like you're not being chosen. A lot of fears, a lot of illusions, a lot of things that, like, you guys are overthinking a lot of things, but you're fantasizing about this person. For a lot of you, there's some sort of bond, there's some sort of connection that's already formed. Okay, option number 1. It looks like for quite a few of you, I'm reading, for those of you who are in some sort of fight with this person, or there's either no communication or no contact, something's happening over here. If that doesn't sound like your situation, choose one of the other 2 options, because here I'm getting heartache. I'm hearing that you guys are crying, that you guys are upset, that there was some sort of fight over here. This option number 1, you are hurting, my darlings. You are hurting. It's like there's a very big part of you that's being hidden. You might even be trying, and again, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. I'm reading the cards over here. But what they're telling me is that the hurt that you're getting from not knowing whether you're wanted or not knowing whether this person wants to be with you, it's like it's too much to bear. And you're keeping a lot of it inside. And now it's almost like for some of you, it's like this energy of creating some sort of plan. Creating some sort of plan for the person to want to be with you. Or thinking about like what you can do in order to be with this person. But you could also appear to be quite cold. Like I'm really getting an energy of somebody who's in a fight. And you could be trying to overpower one another, but the reality is both of you are hurting. This no contact thing, it's not doing, or like this fight, whatever it is, it's really not doing anybody any good. There's really a lot of desire from you coming through option number 1, that you wanna be valued, you wanna be appreciated, you want this person that you're asking about to see how good you are. But at the same time, there's a part of you that kind of says, you know what, screw you, I'm good by myself. But you want to be with this person at the same time. There's a lot of contradicting energies. Because you, option number 1, it looks like you're somebody who's very multifaceted. You're a very proud person. And it's difficult, like this situation for you is very difficult because you're a very proud person. So will the two of you be together? I almost want to say again, for some of you, will the two of you be together? I'm getting a lot of conditions. Like the person that you're asking about, it's like they seem to be quite egoistical at times. Because I'm getting somebody who sometimes has this manipulative energy, whether they know it or not. And somebody who might at times be quite aggressive. Because the pattern that they're showing me over here is that you need to do more than you can in order to fulfill their needs. Like you're trying and trying and trying, but it's not enough. It feels like it's not enough. So let me say this, the fight is going to be over. And it's either you work together or you communicate together. And if you living together, it's like the energy of carrying on living together, not just being under the same roof. The fight is going to be over. And there is a very good indication that a peaceful resolution is found. Some sort of movement forwards. It could be a long distance thing going on over here. Even though none of the cards came through, but for some of you, I'm going to read this as a long distance thing. Or somebody who has to travel a lot. And maybe there's a bit of a trust issue that's going on over here. But the outlook over here is actually quite positive with the energy of the Chariot. This is victory. This is overcoming obstacles together. This is learning to talk things out and not just hide, you know? Not just hide and not just pretend that everything is fine and everybody's cool. Let me see if it's going to last. You're going to be faced with a decision because in all honesty, like the person that you're asking about, they're showing me somebody who might not be ready for something more, who might not be ready to compromise. The Emperor in reverse, it's not a good card. It's a card of somebody who tries to manipulate, tries to dominate, tries to demand things just because they are. Just because they feel entitled. I'm getting a lot of entitlement over here. And they're kind of saying like, you're gonna realize that you can be together, but at what cost? So you will be faced with the decision ultimately. Do you accept the rules of the game? Or do you not accept the rules of the game? Because let me see if the person is planning to change, if there's any like changes. No. There's a big disbalance between give and receive. So this overcoming things, it's temporary. It's temporary. I know this is maybe not what you wanted to hear, guys, but with the cards coming out like this, you can be together, but it's not going to be as fulfilling as you want because the person is not going to change. For whatever reason, the person that you're asking about, they ask more rather than they're ready to give. It's this energy of lack thinking, scarcity thinking, energy of entitlement. So they're saying the decision is ultimately up to you, but are you going to be like happy? It doesn't look like it. But they keep showing me on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. So I don't know if this is like your dynamic or it has been for quite some time, but they keep saying like here it's like you're like, yes, they see the truth, they see how I feel, and then it all goes to like down the crapper again. So it's on again, off again, on again, off again, and the cards are saying like the decision is going to be up to you because the person is not going to change. It does sort of translate in a codependent relationship over here, especially with the devil, because you're not being seen in this relationship or in this situationship. Now, with the cards like this, you know, it's hard to put any positive spin over here. So to be honest with you, it does look like with this particular person, at the end, you're going to put yourself first. And the cards are saying this person will not like it because they need to be with somebody who puts them first and forgets about themselves. Yeah. So the energy of the Wheel of Fortune coming through in reverse and the energy of the Tower, long term, very unlikely. But again, the decision is always up to you. And this is a general reading after all. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you. Option number 1. Take care of your beautiful selves. If you are interested in a personal reading, so we can focus specifically on your situation, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And of course, take a look at my Patreon page with over 100 exclusive videos that are available only on Patreon and additional discounts on my personal readings. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 2. Hi, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to the rainbow pyrite, get comfy and think about you and the person that you're asking about. And we're going to have a look whether the two of you will be together. So think about you, think about your person. Let's see what the cards have to say. Will the two of you be together? Are you asking about somebody maybe you met online or through some sort of dating website? You don't have to be, but it kind of feels like it with the energy of the Seven of Cups. A lot of things you still don't know about this person. And it could also be that a lot of people are interested in this person. They're in the period of choosing. So are you. So are you. Okay. 2 sevens over here. Look at this. Okay, so with this particular person, it's also a very interesting thing that's coming through. So they're showing me somebody who's quite wealthy or who appears to be quite wealthy. For some of you, it's somebody who literally got out of a particular relationship recently. And maybe now, and there's an indication of them not wanting anything serious just yet. This particular person is used to people giving him or her a lot of attention. They have choice. And they keep telling me having a lot of choice. Could be somebody who travels a lot, yeah? Or likes to travel. But they're telling me wealthy, somebody who's focused on business, on money, on new beginnings. But deep down, it feels like they've lost somebody. There's still this energy of missing somebody and maybe looking for the parts of this person in other people. Very strong as a character, but sometimes trying to micromanage the universe, trying to make things happen before they need to happen. But this comes through as a new person for you. Option number 2. So if it sounds like your situation, keep on watching. If it doesn't, choose one of the other 2 options. They're afraid of being hurt again. And there's just this energy of putting on a brave face, putting on this mask of an emperor. And don't get me wrong, the person has this emperor vibe. But deep down, there's a child over here with the energy of the fool that's being afraid to hurt again. Like they really don't want to hurt. They've been hurt badly. And remember now they're like trying to keep it superficial even. Because they're so afraid of being messed up again. Like whoever they dated in the past or whatever happened, maybe for some of you, there's an energy of somebody who lost a dear one. Yeah? And subconsciously, they might be looking for similar traits. They're looking, they're searching, they're like, but they're so afraid of being hurt again. They're so afraid of getting feelings. So maybe they really are trying to keep it like friendly and superficial and very on the surface. Yeah. For some of you, it's literally like somebody who's very lonely. But they're craving love. This is so interesting. Deep down, they're craving love. Like this person is a contradiction, you know? They want one thing, but they act like they want something else. All because there's a fear of being hurt. But they're looking for somebody who is just like them. They're looking for somebody who's similar values, with similar viewpoints. And they're patient. There's this energy of patience. Because they really want to make sure that they don't get upset, they don't get hurt, that they don't get fooled again. They want to make sure that they're ready. Let's go ahead and take a look. Will the 2 of you be together? There's definitely an indication of spending time together, of wanting to get to know you and you wanting to get the particular person that you're asking about. And I do see romance. I do see romance. So maybe both of you are experiencing these feelings, but it's kind of maybe stuck. So maybe you went on a couple of dates and now it kind of stuck and you're like, oh, what's happening? Are we, aren't we? And you might be asking because you're like, I feel one thing, but like this person is wearing a mask. Masks, there are masks everywhere. And you're like, well, because you're feeling one thing, but they're projecting another thing, and it makes you go crazy because you're like, I feel one thing, and he's acting or she's acting in a completely different manner. But I see romance. And the interesting thing is, like, there's a mask over here that's come off. So I could also be talking about you guys watching this. Like a particular persona you have created to keep you safe, but deep down you want something else. Like the persona says one thing, but deep down, the real, true, authentic you wants something completely different. And here, not to sound too cheesy, but it kind of feels like the authentic parts of you are keeping you drawn to one another, not allowing the personas to ruin this potential. Because there's definitely potential over here. Yeah, there's chemistry and it's going to grow. Because I am seeing you going on a date over here, getting ready, getting all like, butterflies in your tummy, whatnot. Not to be confused with anxiety, but this is excitement. This is excitement. And with the energy of the Eight of Wands, especially in this particular deck, I mean, the card kind of speaks for itself. And it says that physically, there is definitely going to be a merging of some sort. Yeah. There might be a short separation. There might be a short separation afterwards, but then you're getting back together. So maybe this person is a traveler, yeah? Maybe you're in a separation right now. But you, option number 2, you're getting back together. Because here they catch feelings. They really do catch feelings for you. And you're getting together. Because sometime apart, I don't know why they're saying that, but they're saying sometime apart will show you how much you miss one another. Maybe some of you already have children or they have children and you're like, I don't know, am I ready for this kind of connection and commitment? Maybe they're ready to have children, you are not, or vice versa. You know how it is. It's not always like a perfect match, but you make it work over here. An end of a heartbreak, an end of a heartache. I don't know why here they're showing me like murdering the persona, leaving the real one. So you option number 2, yes. Yes, you are going to be together with this particular person. It's not an easy road, but it looks like it's going to be worth it. What potential does this relationship have? 10 of Cups. I had a feeling that this beautiful card might show up. 10 of Cups is an indication of maybe, possibly, having a family life over here, yeah? But the fact that this is long-term, this is for sure. And there is a possibility of the two of you getting hitched, getting, I don't know, cats, dogs, babies, whoever you want to get. But there's harmony. With this particular person that you're asking about, there's a very good possibility of harmony. Given that you're being patient with one another and you both take off your masks. Because without it, it's not going to work. But the potential is very good because this is the card of bliss as well. However you choose to build your family, however you choose to build your relationship, this is a card of bliss. Domestic bliss. Enjoying spending time together, being on the same wavelength. Okay, option number 2 is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thanks so much for watching. Personal readings are available. Send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And don't forget to check my Patreon page out with more exclusive content, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. Take care now, guys. Bye. Option number 3, pink quartz. Hi, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look whether you and the person that you have on your mind are going to be together. Think about you and your person right now, and let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Will you be together or not? Hmm. Am I getting another no contact situation over here? What's happening? Because they're showing me you're in a period of waiting. And they're showing me internet. They're showing me waiting for something to end. Maybe you're in a third party situation over here. And you want to know if they're going to leave somebody that they're with to be with you. Or if you can recover. Because here again, I'm getting an energy of somebody that you might have already been in a relationship with, or a situationship. Like this is the energy of situationship. Feeling really let down. Somebody's feeling really let down over here. Could be for some of you, you've been asking about somebody you've been together with for a very long time. But it's just been quite painful. Yeah? If that doesn't sound like you guys, choose one of the other two options, because this is what's coming through over here. But here it's like you're making a decision. You're like, this particular situation, this particular energy is not working for me anymore. With the energy of the Four of Cups. For some of you, you feel betrayed or maybe even bored somewhere. Like the emotions aren't there. They're not showing me a lot of emotions apart from being competitive or snarky remarks or things like this. Okay. And you want to make things right. You're thinking about it, but it's like your hands are tied over here. Show me more. Hmm. This is a very interesting scenario over here. The thing is, they're telling me that somebody is going to interfere in this particular situation. Somebody older, wiser, maybe a relative for some of you. It could be that the situation that you're asking about, it has something to do with your in-laws. It has something to do with other people interfering in one way or another in this relationship, situationship, however you want to say, however you want to call it. And people are interfering. But if usually interfering isn't a good idea, in this particular case, it actually brings you peace. It actually brings you peace, and it actually brings the two of you closer together. Okay, let's see how it's going to play out. It could be, honestly, like there's just this energy of wisdom that keeps coming through over here. Wisdom of the past, wisdom of somebody who's been through the same situation as you are going through right now with the person that you're asking about. Or somebody who knows a lot about this situation. It could be somebody impartial, but I am getting like a lot of family energy that's coming through over here. Okay, show me how it's going to play out. Yeah, so you're being told. For some of you, I don't know what it is, but it could be like coming through as even working with a therapist, working with, I don't know, couples counseling, things like this. learning about how to make each other happy, learning about each other's love languages. And then there's another like decision time, break time. Both you and the person that you're asking about, you're going to take some time out to see whether this is what you truly want, whether you're ready for this relationship, whether you want to be together. I feel like I'm reading for a married couple for some of you, or for somebody who's married and not married. It's like interesting energies. Because you keep saying like it's not enough, and then it's plenty. Maybe you're struggling financially, and a lot of fights have to do with finances. Being left out in the cold. There's something to do with finances, yeah? Being able to support the family, being able to pay for things, to afford things. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's like you can't be with one another, but you can't also be apart for too long. And again, it looks like somebody has to make a decision. I keep hearing divorce or not divorce, like choosing or not choosing. But it's all, they're showing me it's all part of maturing. It's all part of experiencing real relationships. But the love is there. The love is there. The romance is there. What's with the devil? The temptation of choice. The being scared of making the right decision. One of you could be more emotional, and the other one is more logical. One of you could want children, the other one might not. It's like differences. It's like calming two elements, making two elements that don't usually go together go together. Like earth and fire, water and air. Water and fire, rather. But don't worry too much about the elements. What I want to say over here, guys, is with this particular person that you're asking about, you will be together. Especially if you are married, or if you want to get married, or if you're close to getting married or engaged. It's that sort of energy where it's not just a situationship, it's something more. They choose you. Eventually, they choose you, and you choose them. Because they're showing me Ten of Cups as harmony, as bliss, as family happiness, stability. I think I need to rename this reading now. From will you be together, then to like will we stay together. I don't know. I might do another one on that subject. But you know, if you saw this, and there's a reason. Yeah. You end up healing, guys. There's hope over here for sure. It might get very complicated. But here the advice for you is to listen to elders, is to listen to people that have experience in this similar situation, not thinking that you're the only person that this has ever happened to. They keep saying that, you know, you can seek help, you can seek advice, you can seek somebody who's very impartial to whatever is going on over here. But at the end, love prevails over here. and there is love. It just needs a little bit of like fine tuning. But here, yes, you and your person, you end up being together. For some of you, another long distance thing comes through, and they're saying like you will fly to them, they will fly to you. Yeah, I see. Honestly, guys, and especially when it comes to work, and especially when it comes to finances, you manage to work it out in one way or another. So if finances and like money is the key issue over here, or has been, or it's something that triggers you, this feels like it's going to be worked out by gaining new knowledge, by learning something new, by maybe working together. But yeah, absolutely. You guys are going to be together over here. Option number 3. You know if I've been calling you option number 2. Oh gosh, it's late. If I have, my apologies. You're option number 3. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you're up for a personal read so that we can focus specifically on your situation. Send me an email. The email is in the description box below. There's a link to my Patreon page with my exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, guys, take care now. Bye.